Hello and welcome to MDTV Presents The Perceptions. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic that has come to the mind of all the NEET PG aspirants for the exam of NEET PG 2023. Today, we are going to discuss about the eligibility criteria of NEET PG 2023. It has been seen that the government has put the eligibility criteria for those of 2017 batch to appear into NEET PG 2023 exam. They have to complete their internship by 31st March of 2023. But now a major problem has happened because since the days of the pandemic, the final MBBS results were delayed, and as a result of the delay in the final MBBS examination, there was a delay in the starting of the internship, and henceforth, majority of the colleges, including the colleges such as Maulana Azad Medical College, Delhi, King George Medical College, Lucknow, these colleges students will not be eligible to take part in the counseling process. For this, we have our guest, Dr. Dhruv Chauhan and Dr. Ritika. Both of them are Indian Medical Students Network leaders and who are here with us today to discuss this topic about what is their opinion and how we are going to work into this situation, and what will be our demands to the government, what will be our demands to the health ministry, and how we can counteract this problem. Well, we are going to connect with Dr. Ritika Raj as well as Dr. Dhruv Chauhan, and we are hoping that we will be joined by both of them very soon. And I think that Dr. Dhruv Chauhan has joined. My very first thing is that what message do you want to give to the health ministry regarding this issue, and what are the issues faced by the 2017 batch? How many students are going to
Not
suffer
audible.
because of this? Hello, Dr. Ritika.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I wanted
Yes, sir.
to ask you one question that how many students are going to get affected because of this NEET PG eligibility bar of being 31st of March? And how many colleges and students are there who is going to get affected because of this?
So, right now, according to the data which we have consolidated, more than 155 colleges entry are there who are not eligible for the NEET, upcoming NEET. And when we'll talk of states, I think Gujarat and Rajasthan, some colleges are eligible. Along with that, Central Institute, AIMS students are eligible. Rather than that, I don't think AMU or any more central universities are eligible for NEET, the upcoming NEET.
Okay, so around 150 colleges, if the data is correct, then it means that it is going to affect around 1 lakh of students, because 150 colleges,
It
if 100 seats are.
So, like, I can give you the data of my state and nearby states. We are not eligible, and this is not of only this year. Last year also, our current batch was not eligible, and from Bihar this year also, I think no one except AIMS is eligible for the upcoming NEET. Along with that, many colleges will be affected as the date cutoff date is only 30th March, and maximum like AMU 6th June the internship was started, or it was like they are left by 15 days. And in Maharashtra also they are completing their internship in May or June. So I guess many colleges and more than 1 lakh students will be affected. Only the dropouts or the students who are pursuing their MBBS from AIMS will be eligible for giving NEET.
Dr. Dhruv, can I have your input in this?
Yes, sir. Actually, I would like to talk about the main problem that is arising due to which NMC has put this 31st March as the date. There is a NMC Act 2019, according to which the students who have completed their internship before or up to March 31st will be only eligible to keep the exam. So this is the main problem that is arising, that NMC Act 2019 that is not allowing them to conduct to listen to the problems that we are facing. But this anyways, the NMC has heard the issue, and I hope that some action would be taken regarding this,
Okay, and I think
because
that
80% of
this,
the students are not eligible except Andhra Pradesh, Haryana.
but why was this delay in the internship program? Because usually the final MBBS exam should take place in December, January, and internship should begin by March. So, is it just because of Corona, or what I feel that there has been a delay in the academic session, especially in states like Ritika's state, Bihar, where results are never given on time?
Sir, I would like to point one difference. Like 2000
Yes, sir.
till 2014, everything was on time. Our seniors used to give their exam on time. They were eligible for NEET. The previous batches, like the suffering batches, are 2015 and 2016, and that is only in the COVID period. So we can blame Corona for this reason, and we can understand that there is a pressure on Central University that they have to streamline the NEET and everything, but they should also consider it's not anyone's fault that this some COVID or something came which was very very unpredictable. So it should be kept in mind that you, in order to streamline your Miss Rain's exam, you are just keeping at stake 1 lakh students career. It is not justified by anything.
So, Dr. Dhruv, this delay is because of the COVID pandemic. The result got delayed for the final MBBS examination, and that is why the internship started late. This is the sole reason for this delay.
Yes, sir. That's absolutely true that the COVID is the main reason for this delay, and hence they should definitely listen to the students, because if 1 lakh or 80,000 students will not be able to give the exam, there is no point of this exam, because this is not what this exam is made for, basically.
Yeah, I completely agree with this fact, because if in an examination where total aspirants are 3-4 lakhs, and in that 1 lakh student will not be considered even eligible to sit for the examination, and this examination happens only once a year, so they will have to wait another year. They can be, and plus with the a lot of chaos and mayhem going on, whether the next exam will come, what will happen to these students. I think that it is fair that all the students who has done their internship, who are about to end their internship within 2-3 months gap till 30th June, I think that all of them should be made eligible for this examination, because why should the students suffer for something for which they had already suffered a lot because of the COVID pandemic? They must have done duty, and final MBBS examination must also have been tiresome because of that. So, what
Sir, I
message
want to
yes, Dr. Ritika?
Sir, I want to point something right now. Like according to my knowledge, stray counseling is still going on. There is definitely some problem from their end also. But how can we just, they can think it on students and they can give this on us? We are just asking for one thing, eligibility. We are not asking for any big demands. We just want to appear for exam. This is the minimum any student can ask. We are just asking that once we should be eligible to give our exam, because we are the current batch, and according to the data, the current batch are the students who get selected at a maximum percentage, and they are not even giving us a chance to give an examination. I can consider your one thing, Rohan, was that our state Bihar is many a times they lag behind in their academics in the basis of the results being published. But what about AMU? This time AMU is also not eligible. Even not only AMU, many colleges, many top colleges which you consider according to the ranking of the better performance, they are also not eligible. We gave our exam in July, which was very very fast because our result got published in December for the third year. We did our level best to be eligible for NEET 2023, but still we are not eligible. So this should be kept. The least we are asking is eligibility. What else?
Exactly, exactly. When the issue is not that serious, when the issue is not postponement, when there is nothing like that, eligibility is something that that is what the exam is for, and I completely agree with that. This fact that any exam, an entrance examination, all those who want to appear for the examination should be given a chance. All those who want to who are eligible should be given a chance. And even if the delay is because of the academic delay by the concerned university, in that matter also, why the students will suffer for a year, because all the university and the medical colleges are also government run, and there should be a
Yes,
synchronicity.
boss.
And right, and rightly you pointed also that around so many of the students are going to become ineligible. So I think that it is a fair and valid point. I believe, Dr. Dhruv, that last year also this issue was there and they had to take something from the court. Last year also this problem occurred.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, basically, this issue started in
Rohan,
2021
boss,
due to
one thing I
COVID.
would like to point.
Yeah.
The thing which I would like to point is that the eligibility criteria is decided on the basis like counseling should be completed before the internship gets ended. So there is no problem in pursuing the admission in PG. So we don't want like exams should not be postponed, because we consider that things are getting streamlined. The things which was very much derailed because of COVID is now getting streamlined. We just want that they should extend their eligibility criteria from 31st March to 31st July. And if there is an issue of counseling basis, we can see that still after 6 months of exam, the counseling is not completed. So if they are giving us the lobby of 3 months, so I don't think that there is definitely an issue from their end. So they can consider this as a special issue, because we are the sufferers because of COVID. We are not sufferers because of our own mistakes. We are not protesting them to increase the date or to something else. We are just asking to increase the eligibility date from 31st March to 31st July. That's it. We are asking.
Yes, Dr. Dhruv, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying this, this issue started basically in 2021 during the COVID time, and then the 2022 students, those who gave the exam last year, 2000, यानी कि, 2016 batch, they suffered the same crisis, and for that they went to the court, Supreme Court, and filed a PIL and a petition regarding the same issue to make them eligible for the same exam. It was the same date, 31st March, because the NMC Act 2019 is same. So they also asked the Supreme Court by filing the petition that we want to delay the exam or postpone the exam so that we can be made eligible. And due to the COVID crisis, the same problem arose last time also. So this basically a repetition of the same mistake that happened the last year. So NMC should have taken in mind this particular thing and should have accordingly decided the current exam date and file nomination of the students who are allowed. But they didn't consider this issue. That's why again and again the problem is arising, and this is practically not possible for the colleges even to complete the internship in 10 months, because according again to the NMC Act, you are not allowed to give the exam if you have not completed 12 months of rotatorship in your college.
Yes, I completely agree with this, and I think that it is really sad that the students have to fight, and for these small things, I think that NMC should have asked for the data that how many of the colleges are going to complete their internship, because as Dr. Ritika rightly pointed out, and I have also seen that majority of the students who cracks NEET are the appearing candidate, and these are the people who gets good score because they are fresh from the final year subjects. They have learned a lot during the internship. So I think that they deserve a fair chance, and a 1 year tenure, because in India we are not having a situation where exams are happening every 4 months or every 6 months. This entry happens once a year. So I think that it is very fair that the government give them chance to do to do away with the present scenario of 31st March and extend it till 30th June. So I think that 30th June would have been will be a good point in which all the medical students agree.
Absolutely.
डॉक्टर रितिका, आई ऑल्सो थिंक दैट 30th जून बिहार वाले भी सारे लोग आप लोग उसमें आ जाएंगे 30 जून में.
नहीं सर, 31st जुलाई के लिए सर वी gave our exam according to the last year eligibility criteria. Like last year eligibility criteria was 31st July. So we conducted our exam in May, and our result came by June, and we started our internship by July. So we did our level best to stream up according to the last year needs criteria. But this year they just gave us a shock, like they shifted the date from July to March. This was very unpredictable. If we would be aware that some situation like this would be coming up, we would be ready to give exam like in March or April only. But we thought
I
that
think
last
that
year if
then
it was 31st July, then
if
next year would
it
also
becomes
be
July
31st July.
31st, but if it becomes 31st July, a lot of the students will complain that we have given in March, then April, May, June, July, 4 months we have to sit at home. Because what I have seen from my experience, that NEET PG is a very sensitive issue for doctors. Any slight changes, the people will be divided in two fronts. Few people will like it, few people will not like it, few will want postponement, few don't want postponement. And I think that the doctor community is somehow divided on this front also, because 1 lakh less students means 1 lakh less competitors. So I think that it is the irony that many of your seniors only don't want you to be a part of the examination. I've seen this in my tweets and my posts also. I've seen that many students are claiming that, sir, there is no need for increasing the eligibility criteria or any postponement. I think that this is also a perspective. So, Dr. Dhruv, what is your final concluding statement? What date should be feasible for the for internship eligibility criteria for most of the students to get eligible?
But first of all, I am not in favor of postponement of exams, because postponement of exams means the same problems that you pointed out. The students will have to wait for 4 months, 3 months, some have to wait for 2 months, and that is a very big period of time, and that would be kind of a waste of their time. So I would like last year the postponement happened, a lot of were in favor. One thing that can be same for all is that the eligibility criteria can be increased. If we increase the eligibility criteria, so there will be no postponement. Everything will go according to the preparation of the students. That should not be harm to anybody. If you are prepared for your exam, you should have been prepared keeping it in mind that the 31st March was the eligibility. So that was something you should be careful about. And if you are prepared in your 8 months of internship, then you are eligible for it. So I guess that postponement is not the solution here, but the eligibility criteria can be increased and it would not harm anybody.
Okay, I completely agree with this, and I also feel that the eligibility criteria should be increased. Let's wrap up on this, and we'll also discuss someday about the NEET and the next examination. I would like medical dialogues to cover that as well. That the NEET and the next, what will be the transformation, and what does the students want. So we'll have that next session also soon. Thank you so much, Dr. Ritika and Dr. Dhruv, for joining. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.